Joy Guru.
Joy Guru.
This is Banyan Roots, a podcast series on musical mystics of West Bengal, India and Bangladesh known as the Baul or Fakir.
Their philosophy defies definition but has been influenced by many faiths that have taken roots in Bengal.
Like how one banyan tree's dangling roots are actually comprised of many different species of tree all interwoven together and reaching for soil.
Sufism, Vaishnavism, and Vajrayana Buddhism all made their way into this still evolving tradition.
I am Lucia Thomas.
And I am Shubhajit Sengupta.
We'll be your hosts.
And translators.
And I'm also the violinist on this show. We'll be sharing my own live recordings of songs and discussions that I collected while playing, traveling, and living with the Baul in villages throughout West Bengal, India.
Today we'll be discussing Manush Tattva, the theory of humanity in the context of Baul philosophy. We'll hear what some Bengali villagers have to say about race, caste, religious differences, and how to keep the faith in humanity.
Welcome to Gorbhanga, a small Muslim farming town near the border of Bangladesh. The sun was going down over a fish pond when I heard this adhan, the call to prayer. I was walking to the ashram of Emon Fakir. He is the older brother of Selina D, who we heard in the first episode. Somehow I had turned at the wrong pond and found myself by the mosque, adorned with beautiful green minarets and curved arches. Some men going in to pray, wearing white kurtas and white caps and white beards, saw the violin on my back and knew where I was trying to go. They kindly pointed me back in the direction of Emon Fakir's ashram. When I reached, having turned at the correct fish pond, they were already fired up.
ফকির লালনে বলে জাতির কি রূপ দেখলাম না এই নজরে সব লোকে কয় লালনে কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে লালন বলে জাতির কি রূপ লালন বলে জাতির কি রূপ দেখলাম না এই নজরে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে.
This is Babu Fakir singing popular composition by Baul Saint Lalon Fakir, Shob Loke Koy Lalon Ki Jat, which translates to everyone is asking the caste of Lalon.
The lyrics go, everyone is asking the caste of Lalon, but caste is just an illusion. Lalon says, how does caste appear? I've never seen its shape, its front, nor its rear.
The Baul path isn't supposed to be a religion passed down through the family. As strictly speaking, Baul aren't supposed to start a family. So usually Baul will take on these philosophies and practices in addition to the family religion they were born into.
But was Lalon's family originally Hindu, as most Baul start out, or were they Muslim, like the Fakir? In merely trying to introduce Lalon, or even the subject of this podcast, I too find myself asking, Lalon ki jat? What is Lalon's caste? Here jat or caste refers to Lalon's social caste as well as his religion.
শূন্য দিলে হয় মুসলমান নারী লোকের কি হয় বিধান ব্রাহ্মণ চিনি প্রইতাই প্রমাণ ব্রাহ্মণ চিনি প্রইতাই প্রমাণ বামনি চিনি কি করে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে.
The last verse went, Muslims are known by circumcision. Then what is the rule for the women? A holy thread is the sign of a Brahmin. But his wife, how will you sanction?
India is a very diverse country with hundreds of ethnic groups, over 1,000 regional languages, and literally countless religious sects. Still today, there is extreme social division and stratification. One deep tear of the Indian social fabric is between Hindus and Muslims.
The largest mass migration in human history was when the British partitioned India and Pakistan along religious lines in 1947. 14 million people were displaced from their homes. Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, all walking across newly fabricated borders, carrying everything they owned to make a new life in an unknown land. This event so inflamed religious tensions that many hundreds of thousands, if not millions, were killed in riots.
This event, of course, was very traumatic for families, particularly near border areas, such as my home in West Bengal, which bordered then East Pakistan and now Bangladesh.
Shuvo's family were among the millions of Bengalis that came as refugees to India after the partition of 1947. People still hold a lot of bitterness about having had to leave their homes and everything they knew behind. Under divisive influence, that bitterness can be prodded again to incite communal riots and violence.
আশা কিংবা যাওয়ার কালে জাতির চিহ্ন রয় কারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে.
The next verse will go. One calls beads mala and another says toshbi. Is this the reason for religions to vary? At the time of coming or going, what sign of religion will you carry? Despite its traumatic history, West Bengal is one of the more liberal and tolerant states of India. Muslims and Hindus, for the most part, live side by side quite harmoniously, doing business together, eating together, celebrating together. Even intermarriage is becoming more common, though it is still very hard for most families to accept. Bengal has a long lineage of teachers, artists, and spiritual leaders that have encouraged religious tolerance, understanding, and brotherly love. Lalon Fakir was one leader who learned personally the horrific effects of religious hatred.
The legend goes that Lalon came from a poor Hindu family. He was making a pilgrimage to the famous Jagannath temple when he caught smallpox and fell severely ill. His companions abandoned him on the road, leaving him to die. Luckily, he was found by some Muslim people in a village nearby, who nursed him back to health. Regaining strength, Lalon returned to his village, but when his family found out that he had been saved by Muslim, had eaten with them, and been bathed by them, he was banished from the village. They performed the funeral rites and pronounced Lalon dead in order to keep the purity of their caste.
Now, this story was not told by Lalon himself, and it is not verified by academic sources. Even Lalon's birth year is still unknown. We know that he was born in the late 18th century, and many believe that he grew to be 117 years old. He lived in a region called Kushtia in today's Bangladesh, then British India. Lalon became a highly influential teacher, composer, poet, saint, with countless followers still to this day. The story Shuvo told is one that people tell and retell, but Lalon would not speak of his personal life or history at all. Instead, he sang to remind us of the deeper truth of existence.
জগৎ বেড়ে জাতির কথা লোকে গল্প করে যথা তথা গো ফকির লালন বলে জাতির ভদনা লালন বলে জাতির ভদনা ডুবিয়েছি সাধুর বাজারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে সব লোকে কয় লালন কি জাত সংসারে
That was Babu Fakir singing Lalon's song Shob Loke Koi Lalon Ki Jat. I asked Babuda to share his own thoughts on this song.
The form of caste, I wasn't able to see it. Everyone says caste, caste, caste. But what does caste look like? Can you eat it? Or smear it on your body? I couldn't see anything. Lalon wrote in very plain language. One person has a beard and another guy has a hat. We understand this is a Muslim guy. But what about his wife? How will we recognize her? The Brahmin wears a holy thread. If we see the thread, then we know he's a Brahmin. But what about his wife? Women don't wear that thread. So how can we recognize his wife is a Brahmin? Throughout the world, people from all religions, ours or Hindu, someone says we are Muslim. Our religion is the best. Some say, no, we are Brahmin. Our religion is the best. There is nothing like caste. I couldn't get any glimpse of caste. Everyone is saying, I am this caste or that caste. I have never seen anything like caste. He is a person, I am a person. This is a real caste. Whatever religion you are. If you go to a real sadhu, you will understand that we are one race, the human race. This is what Lalon is saying. Everything that people are saying now about caste, Lalon have already said it before.
এমন মানব সমাজ কবে গো সৃজন।
This is Sister Dolan Banerjee, or Doladi, singing Lalon's song Emon Manob Somaj.
যেদিন হিন্দু মুসলমান বৌদ্ধ খ্রিস্টান জাতি ধর্ম নাহি রবে এমন মানব সমাজ কবে গো সৃজন।
I asked Guru Emon Fakir about the meaning of this song.
Lalon Shaiji wanted to say with this song that all people in the world are one race. Not Christian, not Hindu, not Muslim, not Buddhist. We are all created in the very same way. If you say Allah, Bhagavan, God, they are all one person. We are all one race, one human race.
হিন্দু মুসলমান বৌদ্ধ খ্রিস্টান জাতি ধর্ম নাহি রবে এমন মানব সমাজ কবে গো
The lyrics go, when will be the day that Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, and Christian, all caste and religious clamor will fade away? When can we make such a society? The following verse will go, saying words of greed, no one will steal your shoulder sack. Shouting foul names, no one will push anyone else away.
Shona yelo, shona yelo, bedro bole. Nebe na keu kadhir jhuli. Itadu yatra phoboli, itadu yatra phoboli, bhave ke nahi rabe. Emon Manob Somaj kabe go, srijan hobe.
Let's hear a little more of what Guru Emon Fakir had to say about this song.
There may be two castes, one for women, one for men. These two castes. Even that if you do enough meditation, even these two castes can realized in one person. You can be both women and men. I can be both man and woman. There is no difference. So Lalon asked, when there will be a society where Hindus, Muslim, Buddhist and Christian, none of these will be there. It will be a single society of all humans. We are fakirs. We don't have any problem with caste. Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, we mix with everyone. All are brothers of my heart. Baul and fakirs are one religion, not two. He who is Baul is fakir.
The next verse will go, rich and poor will all stay in the same place. Everyone will get what's owed to them. Being rich won't get you any special pardons there.
Amirul Fakir hoye ekthai, shabar pauna, babi shabai, asraf boli are hai. Asraf boli are hai, bhage keho nahi pabe. Emon Manob Somaj kabe go, srijan hobe.
The last verse will go, religion, caste, class, race, no one will shout about these. Lalon Fakir is crying and saying, who will show me such a society?
ধর্ম কুল গোত্র জাতি ধর্ম কুল গোত্র জাতি তুলবে না কো কেহ জিগি এতে বলে লালন ফকির, এতে বলে লালন ফকির, কে মোরে দেখায়ে দেবে। এমন মানব সমাজ পাবে, সৃজন হবে। সেদিন হিন্দু মুসলমান, বৌদ্ধ খ্রিস্টান
That was Sister Dolan Banerjee singing a song accredited to Lalon called Emon Manob Somaj.
Although Lalon's name was signed at the end of this song, esteemed Baul researcher Dr. Sudhit Chakraborty has outlined quite a few reasons why Lalon may not be the author of this song.
Lalon was such an influential figure that there have been many cases of modern poets writing songs but signing Lalon's name at the end in order to increase the song's popularity.
An indication that this song was not written by Lalon is that in the 1800s, there were very few Buddhists or Christians in the remote villages of Bengal where Lalon lived.
While this song is probably not Lalon's, the ideas still ring with a similar intention, and Baul and Fakir sing it with reverence. Here is a little more that Guru Emon Fakir shared in regards to the last song, Emon Manob Somaj.
There is one religion, the religion of humanity. The way we go to mosque, temple, or church to give offerings or pray, we look inside the body in order to worship God. We need to get to know this body. If you can get to know this body, then you will find the right path with this knowledge. We have to look inside. We cannot see from outside. You won't find God searching outside, not even at the mosque or temple. The body is the temple, body is the mosque. There you will find God inside yourself. The shrine of Allah, Kaaba and Mecca, these are all made by humans. But Allah Himself made a house, which is what? This house, this body. So in this house, you have to worship God or Allah. To know this house is my devotion.
There is a wonderful song about this very concept of worshipping the body as a temple. It is also accredited to Lalon. My friend Ohidul Fakir will be singing. I especially love how he switches singing styles to talk about Hindu or Muslim ways to pray. The line about Shiva sounds like a priest chanting mantras, where the part about Allah sounds like the adhan, the call to prayer. Lalon's melody is mostly in the raga Bhairavi, which is like the Phrygian mode. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, all flats. But while singing about Allah, Ohidulda sometimes uses an Arabic scale or maqam called Hijaz Kar. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. In Hijaz Kar, the third and the seventh notes are natural, while the second and sixth notes are flat. To be fair, in the Raga Bhairavi, you can actually use all the notes, including that natural third. Ni sa ga ma pa ta pa, ma pa ni da pa, ma pa ga ma pa da pa, ma pa ma ga ma pa ma ga re sa, ni sa ga ma pa da pa ma ga re sa. But the phrasing and ornamentation that Ohidul uses sounds so Arabic. Take a listen. I asked Ohidulda if he had studied maqam music at all. He said he knew nothing about Arabic music, but surely outside his window 5 times a day he hears the muezzin sing the adhan, and perhaps that has influenced his singing. In the following recording, Ohidulda is playing the dotara, along with accompaniment from harmonium, the dhol drum, and me on violin. Here is Ohidul Fakir singing Lalon's Dil Kabate Namaz Porbo.
সত্যম শিবম অনন্তম আমি দিল কাবাতে নামাজ পড়ব আমি মন মন্দিরে পূজা দেব, পড়ব নামাজ দিল কাবায়। মন্দির মসজিদে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির গির্জাতে যেতে বলো না আমায়। মন্দির মসজিদে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির গির্জাতে যেতে বলো না আমায়। আমি মন মন্দিরে পূজা দেব, সত্যম শিবম অনন্তম। আমি মন মন্দিরে পূজা দেব, আমি মন মন্দিরে পূজা দেব, পড়ব নামাজ দিল কাবার। মসজিদ মন্দিরে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির গির্জাতে যেতে বলো না আমায়। বাহ!
The lyrics go, I will give offerings in the temple of my mind. Shiva is the truth and unending. I will pray at the Kaaba that is my heart. Allahu Akbar. God is great. But don't ask me to go to mosque or temple. I'll go to church to search for Jesus. For Krishna, I'll search inside the temple. I will go to mosque to search for Allah, yet I don't search inside.
মানুষ জাতি আদম সন্তান সৃষ্টি একজনার, তবে ভিন্ন ভিন্ন ঘরে হবে কেন ভিন্ন কেন আচার। আর মানুষ জাতি আদম সন্তান সৃষ্টি একজনার, তবে ভিন্ন ভিন্ন ঘরে হবে কেন ভিন্ন কেন আচার। আমি ঘরে হারাই এক পথের মানুষ, আল্লাহ হু আকবার। আমি ঘরে হারাই এক পথের মানুষ, আমি ঘরে হারাই এক পথের মানুষ, আপন করলো পথে আমায়। মন্দির মসজিদে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির গির্জাতে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির মসজিদে যেতে বলো না আমায়।
The last verse said, if people are the children of Adam, created by the One, then why do different houses need different rituals? I have lost my house, yet found my path. The path has made me my own. The next verse will go, I see birth, I see death, yet I don't see him. We are the sacrifice of his invisible love. Across the world surges an ocean of blood. Who will sink and who will swim?
জন্ম দেখি মরণ দেখি তারে দেখি না, আর জন্ম দেখি মরণ দেখি তারে দেখি না। অদৃশ্য তার প্রেমের প্রতি আমি রাখ না। জগৎ জুড়ে রক্ত সাগর, জগৎ জুড়ে রক্ত সাগর, তারে পাইতে বয়ে যায়। মন্দির মসজিদে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির গির্জাতে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির মসজিদে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির গির্জাতে যেতে বলো না আমায়, মন্দির গির্জাতে যেতে বলো না।
I asked Ohidul to tell me a little bit about his interpretation of this song.
এটা সম্প্রীতির উপর বলা যায়।
This is on love across communities.
আমি মসজিদ
I don't obey the temple or the mosque. In every person's heart,
মানুষের হৃদয় হচ্ছে
there is church,
হৃদয় হচ্ছে মন্দির, হৃদয় হচ্ছে
mosque,
গির্জা।
or temple. Today, here we are in a gathering of sadhus. We are assembled. Without people, there is nothing. Every religion has characteristics. The main characteristics is that without people, there is nothing. If I'll give puja in the heart, to whom am I giving offering? It's my guru's offering, the peer's offering. If I give puja in the temple, which is my mind, whose puja am I giving? Who are the guru or peers? They are all human.
A pir or murshid in the Sufi tradition is a spiritual leader, often seen as a saint.
Jalaluddin Rumi says what? He said a small couplet. I don't have any specific prayers or rituals. My religion is in each person's heart. So if you worship every person's heart, then who is Muslim, who is Hindu, who is Christian? Everyone has heart.
This last song, sung again by Doladi, is perhaps my favorite of Lalon's poems. He sums up our whole existence so beautifully. Lalon is talking about Fana, a Sufi term that describes the state when your you or your ego dissolves and you are able to see the whole truth of existence.
আপনার আপনি ফানা হলে সে ভেদে জানা যাবে কি নামে ডাকিলে তারে কি নামে ডাকিলে তারে হৃদাকাশে উদয় হবে আপনার আপনি ফানা হলে সে ভেদ জানা যাবে আপনার আপনি ফানা হলে সে ভেদ জানা যাবে
The lyrics go, when your ego dissolves into bliss, you will see the true difference. Whatever name you call her, she will rise in the sky of your heart. The next verse will go, in Arabic they say Allah, in Farsi they say Khoda. God, says the children of Jesus. Different countries say in different ways.
আরবিতে বলে আল্লাহ ফারসিতে কয় খোদা তাআলা আরবিতে বলে আল্লাহ ফারসিতে কয় খোদা তাআলা গড বলেছে যিশুর চালা গড বলেছে যিশুর চালা ভিন্ন দেশে ভিন্ন মতে আপনার আপনি ফানা হলে সে ভেদ জানা যাবে
The next verse goes, to express the feelings of the mind, language was created in the world. But for thoughts beyond the mind, language will not suffice.
মনেরই ভাব প্রকাশিতে ভাষা সৃষ্টি হয় তাহাতে আচানক আচেনায় কখন আচানক আচেনায় কখন
last verse says, "If you can dissolve into yourself, then you will come to know." Shirad Shai says to blind Lalon, "Look closely at the core of yourself."
আপনার আপনি হলে ফানা, দেখতে পাবে তার নিশানা। দরবেশ সিরাজ শাই কয়ে লালন কানা, দরবেশ সিরাজ শাই কয়ে লালন কানা। স্বরূপেতে রূপ দেখে আপনার আপনি ফানা হলে সে ভেদ জানা যাবে। আপনার আপনি, আপনার আপনি, আপনার আপনি ফানা হলে সে ভেদ জানা যাবে।
That was Dolan Banerjee singing Lalon's song Apnar Apni Fana Hole. Many people talk about the universality of religion. There are faiths like the Unitarian Church or Baha'i that officially recognize the wisdom in other traditions. But I feel Lalon is going one step further with this song. He is not only saying that it doesn't matter what religion you follow or what name you call God. He is also saying that being fixated on any element of identity, religion, gender, language, will ultimately be a barrier, not just between people of different backgrounds, but also a barrier between the individual and the God she is seeking. To truly know oneself, to experience Fana, according to this song, we have to go totally beyond the conditioning of our culture. Lalon says, dissolve into yourself. Look deeply at your own core, and therein lies the truth of existence. Thanks for listening. Today you heard songs exploring Manushotto, theory of humanity, and specifically songs about religious non-differences.
Please tune in for the next episode, Rejecting Caste. All are brothers of my heart, in which we will hear more songs on Manushotto, the theory of humanity, this time focusing on Jat or caste, a painful system of segregation and hierarchy, unfortunately still omnipresent throughout India.
For a summary of the songs, composers, and artists of today's episode, as well as links to listen and learn more, please check out the show notes. This podcast series is the fruit of 2 Fulbright fellowships I undertook in West Bengal, India. Many thanks to the Fulbright Nehru program. Special thanks also to Biplab Ghosh, Arnab Sengupta, Reena and Manusij Goswami for help in the field, to Jean Nemirovsky for audio engineering, to all the musicians and teachers who recorded for me, and to my husband and co-host Shubhajit Sengupta for making this show possible. My name is Lucia Thomas, and you've been listening to Banyan Roots, a podcast series on the Baul and Fakir, musical mystics from Bengal. Please visit Banyan Roots on www.amplasoundsradio.com to find out more.
Joy Guru.
Joy Guru.